Hey guys, it's Brandon. I'm doing another insane tips for Gears of War Judgment, and I'm doing the mission Elliott's Mansion. If you're not familiar with this segment that I created, it's a way for me to show you walkthroughs on Insane and on the campaign of Judgment, and I'm doing it step by step to help you out, and I just really
Kilo,
hope
they're
that
coming
you
in and we
will
need to
watch
hold
these
them off.
videos
Come
and
on, keep
be able
hacking into
to
that
beat the level.
mainframe. We can't leave
I
until
also
we
want to
hit the
apologize,
front
this one's
door.
kind of long. It's just I wanted to
That
show
didn't
the
take
whole
long.
thing because this mission was just a pain, and I just thought it'd be good if you could watch all of it. Just I tried to cut out as much as I could, but this is what I got.
Good to go.
Alright, so my first tip here is to set up the Nasher shotgun right here in this doorway. It not only shoots the locusts, but it acts as a barrier and it keeps them from getting to the robot, so you don't really have to worry about the robot if that turret is in the doorway. My second tip for this would be to set up some grenade traps, because the first wave, I'm going to split this up into 3 waves, by the way. The first wave is really just Thyrons that charge with giant knives you saw there, and there's grinders, and there's sometimes wretches and tickers and cyclopses. Now, if you accepted the declassify mission, as you can see up there on that balcony, the one-shot guys are walking up there, and you'll see me setting up grenade traps when I clear out these grinders.
This meeting is over. Are they bulletproof? More for me. There's no way that's the last of them. Set up defenses now, Kilo. We need to keep them away from the bot.
Alright, so the first wave is done. It's really easy. You just have to, my step-by-step instructions are just to set up the Nasher in that doorway, and if you stay in that back area, you should be fine. Just don't be smart about it. In this area I'm at now, I'm just gonna call it the pit. Do really just don't go down there. That's just a kill zone. Stay up in here where I'm standing right now in this area. And then there's a secret ordnance area right here. If you walk up to the statue and press X, it opens a secret room that I found. And there's a bunch of ordnance in it. Now, I'm not going to use any of it because I'm going to save it for the third and final wave because of the berserkers. And I'll explain that more when we reach the third wave. But now we're approaching the second wave. And my defenses are pretty solid. The robot's still in the spot where we can keep the Nasher shotgun where it is now, and he'll be fine. So as you can see, I'm starting to collect ammunition. This would be a really good time to do that. Obviously, that there's time limits, so you just start setting up traps and just preparing for the next wave.
Grinder! Fire in the hole!
I also thought I should explain the spawning first, the locust. So every time you restart or die and restart from last checkpoint, the locust, there's different locusts that spawn, if that makes any sense. Sometimes you'll be fighting blood mounts here, sometimes you won't. And I got really lucky on this playthrough of mine where I didn't have to fight the blood mounts. And so, I mean, if you really wanted to, you could honestly restart it if you see blood mounts, and hopefully the next time they won't appear, like such as this walkthrough here where they were replaced by a Serapede later on, which you'll see in this footage. And I also want to apologize for my lack of commentary and more video footage. It's just, I really wanted to show you the whole thing, but I didn't really have much to talk about the entire time. So I'm going to give you the tips when I need to give you the tips, but the rest of the time you could probably just see what I'm doing and just be able to follow that model and be able to survive.
mainframe door open. Now we can hack directly into the system and grab those launch codes.
Alright, so this is the third and final wave and probably the most intense. So as you can see here, I'm distributing the sentry turrets. I'm setting them up in corners where the berserkers will be coming, just so that I can know. I'm using them as a barrier, so if I'm shooting at one berserker and one's coming up behind me, she'll start punching them, and I'll actually know that they're coming. So it's kind of like a trigger system. But also it helps me to get through the wave before the berserkers get there. As you can see, I finally picked up the crossbow, which I was saving for just this occasion. There's 2 on the map, and you can see here I'm starting to set up some booby traps, but I'm going to save the other one for when the flamethrower locusts come in, because those are really important, and you'll see it later in this video.
What? Are they bulletproof?
I also want to explain these infinite ammo boxes, because I don't know if any of you are new to Gears, but I don't remember this being in the other games, but they're in Gears of War Judgment. There's these infinite ammo boxes that'll keep respawning, and the developers, I would assume, put them there for boss fights and such, because that's where they appear to be at. So that ammo box right there is really helpful when you're forced to go with option B, so to speak, from the option A, B perspective when find the berserkers, which I will get to when they show up.
Throwing flag!
Here you can see a great example of that sentry turret being a distraction. Usually that therapy will be tearing me apart, but since I had that Nasher there, it was acting as a blockade, and it was also distracting it, so I wouldn't die.
The bot device is under attack!
Alright, this is the point where it gets difficult. So now the 2 berserkers, they're bosses. They were introduced in the first Gears of War, and they're basically, well, the lore says that they're female locusts, and that they can't see, so they can hear and smell you. If you get too close, they'll know where you are, and if you make 2 sudden movements, they'll know exactly where you are and they'll follow you. Otherwise, they walk around kind of blind. Now, so the first tip I would say for this is to set up the crossbow tripwire stuff, and use that to kill the flamethrower locusts, because you're gonna need the flamethrowers to take out the berserkers.
I'm on your side!
Now, the weakness of the berserkers is fire. When they're on fire, they take more damage than they would when they're not on fire. So, as you can see, I'm running into the pit, and I'm picking up as much ammo as I can. And the reason for that is that for some reason the game glitches sometimes, and the flamethrower ammo disappears. And when that happens, you're screwed. You're gonna have to go to option B. I'll explain both options, A and B, but first you're gonna need to take out all the locusts besides the berserkers. Just isolate them.
Are they bulletproof?
Now when all the locusts are dead, you're going to want to start burning the berserkers. When they're on fire, you're going to quickly switch back to your shotgun and shoot. Now this would be a lot easier if you had a co-op teammate with you, but since I'm doing this solo, I had to do this really all by myself because the AIs really didn't help all that much besides being distractions. But as you can see, you have to keep alternating between the flamethrower and the shotgun.
We're not done yet!
So back to the abilities of the berserkers. They can charge and they can do like a ground slam thingy. So as long as you keep your distance and roll out of the way, you should just be fine. And make sure that you don't get cornered or you get in a position where you screw yourself over. Stay in open areas and just be in place where you're able to roll out of the way. Because if you're not, then you're kind of screwed. Also, another huge tip, if you hit a berserker when it's right about to charge with a flamethrower, it actually stuns them like that. And so if you're totally screwed and you know you're gonna die, you just have to shoot him with the flamethrower and it could actually save your life. So as you can see, the flamethrower strategy really works, because if you don't use a flamethrower, trust me, it took me 2 hours to kill these things without using a flamethrower, because the glitch happened and I could not use the flamethrower anymore because all the ammo disappeared and I ran out. So all I had was a Lancer and a Gnasher, and so I had to keep unloading into them, and it took me literally almost 2 hours maybe just on the berserker part. The rest of it was pretty easy, but the berserker part, because as you can see here, it's taking so many one-shot bullets, it's just insane.
Guns dry. I wish you would die! Bot's done here, and so are we. Let's roll.
I hope you liked this video. Press the like button, that would be really cool if you could do that. It'd help us out a lot. If you press the subscribe button, that would be awesome, because you could see all of our other videos we're making. And if you're stuck on any levels on this game on Insane, just write in the comments below or tweet us at holding_the_line, and just let me know, because I'll make a video on it just to help you out. So thanks again for watching, and tune in next time. We'll see you later. Bye.